everyone, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Tarot, and for today we have a full moon reading for you. We will take a look at some opportunities, maybe some things that you are ignoring, as well as just sort of discuss what this full moon will bring for you. We have our full moon in Aries for most of us starting on the 29th of September with the sun in Libra. So this gives us a unique opportunity to really create some balance and harmony in our lives. So we have three cards for you to choose from. First, pile one, we have the Tiger's Eye stone. For pile two, we have the amethyst. And for pile three, we have red jasper. Go ahead and take a moment to see which stone speaks to you. Hey there, pile one. If you chose the Tiger's Eye stone, this is your reading for the full moon coming up in Aries and Libra season. I also took the opportunity to pull a couple oracle cards for you that we will get towards the end. But first, let's jump in and see what Spirit has in store for you with this full moon in Aries. And a little bit about, the season of full moon in Aries with the sun in Libra. This is really an opportunity to feel out your life mission and then decide how to pursue it. The full moon is a slow energy. It turns everything down a notch and gives us time to, pause, reflect, and really release what has happened in this whole moon cycle and kind of get ready for new energies incoming and to start the cycle all over again. The full moon really highlights what kind of work we need to do within ourselves and what kind of obstacles we need to overcome. So let's get some cards for you. There we go. Okay, so first with the Bohemian Tarot, we have the Fool. New start, purity, and childlike innocence. Challenging decisions lie ahead. There is also an element of risk. Oh my gosh. And then you got the Fool again. We got the Knight of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles. So for you, pile one, the first thing that's really apparent here is that with this new full moon energy and this period of rest and reflection, I really do think that you are getting ready to embark on a new journey. There are two full cards here, which is so funny. It's very much the card of new beginnings, opportunity, and potential. You are on the outset of this journey, standing on this cliff's edge right here, and you don't exactly know where you're going, but you are being called to commit yourself to follow your heart, no matter how crazy this journey seems to be to you. This is a time when the universe is really asking you to trust it to lead you in the path. With the Hanged Man here, I also really agree that you have possibly been in a period of stagnation, and maybe it's because you came through some sort of really challenging journey at the end of this full moon cycle. Sometimes you have to, take that time for yourself and put everything on hold before you do the next step. And in this case, I really think the universe has put you in this position of of this holding pattern, so that you can start on this new journey with fresh eyes. Um, so the pauses, with the Hanged Man can be voluntary or involuntary. And like I said, I really do think that this is a involuntary pause for most of you. It seems a lot like, with the Knight of Swords here, you have this energy about you where you are somebody who is full steam ahead. You are assertive and you don't hang back and wait for things to happen. I think you, for whatever reason, you may have tried to force an issue or a specific way of being. And it looks like the universe is really telling you to slow your roll, take a little bit of time, and we're going to make you, the universe is saying, we're going to make you pause. Whatever this journey is that you are going to embark on in this new, this full moon in Aries is really going to test your skills, I believe. This could very much be a new relationship, a new career path, a new spiritual journey that you could be taking. Either way, it's really, the universe is really telling you to kind of calm down a bit. We're going to take a moment. You're going to need some period of rest, some time to reflect on what's happened in this last energy of the new moon and the full cycles that we've gone through this month in order to prepare for this journey ahead. So let's also take a look and see if we can get a little bit more clarification as to what the situation may be. That one wanted to come out right away. We'll also take a look at your oracle cards too and see what's happening. So we have the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So taking a look at the cards that just popped out for you, I do see a lot of symmetry within these cards. The Fool is about new starts and purity and like it says here, a childlike innocence. I really think you are being called on to embrace that inner child within you right now in regards to your outlook on life. Maybe you've been in a decent amount of conflict recently, and you have succeeded and forged through that, whatever was challenging you this month. And I do possibly think that it might have been an issue with a loved one or somebody who's very close to you in a relationship way. But either way, it does look like there has been some cause for celebration and you have emerged victorious. But it does look like you are being asked to kind of reset, to resume that childlike innocence and believe that anything is possible. Because I do believe that you might be in the mindset of that, just for fear of something happening to you again. And again, I do believe that this is something that, is out of your control when in regards to, how others may act towards you. Of course, we can only control our reaction to others. But I do think that you're being called to, look at everyone with open eyes and somewhat of, a fresh start, especially with challenging decisions that may lie ahead. And when you do this and you become vulnerable, there's always an element of risk. So let's take a look at your oracle cards here and see if we can get a little bit more insight. We have Coming to Life, number 29. And we have Flowers. Be generous, success, and emotional fulfillment are yours. And I am going to read from the guidebook regarding the coming to life because I do think that there is a very specific message here that you may need to hear. Okay, so for coming to life, something beautiful is being born in your life. When you look at life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you've shed skins and identities and created new ones, or at the very least, matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that a long held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must not try to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. I think that is spot on confirmation of what we're seeing here. I do think that, with the Knight of Swords here, that you are somebody who has really tried to force a particular journey or an issue, and the universe is literally stopping you and saying, okay, that's it, we're going to take control of the situation here. With the Hanged Man and the Fool's Journey, you are getting ready to embark on something very new, and you're being asked to, again, it says, there's a time for reverence and awe. So yes, Pawan, I really do think that, you are being called to, this journey, the Fool's Journey, that is going to start afresh, and also that you're being asked to remain that childlike innocence. And we know that's really hard to do, especially since as humans we like to take all of our experiences and things that have happened to us and really kind of color the situation going into it. It's just a preparation method that our brain uses, and we recognize patterns and things like that. But you are absolutely being called to just open your eyes, embrace this journey, and just really be mindful of not of being very even neutral, or if you can't be positive about taking a big leap of faith, you can at least be neutral. Just make sure that you are attracting the energy that you want. So whatever you put out, you are absolutely going to get back. And then with the flowers card here, this is about, abundance and being grateful for what you have. I think the advice here also with this journey is, that it could be, having this kind of mentality can be kind of challenging. So make sure to spend some time outdoors in maybe a garden or a park. Flowers represent a lot of beauty, and give yourself maybe a little bit of a refresher so that you feel confident, take care of yourself, that sort of thing. So if this, I'm going to leave that here. That will be your reading for today for the full moon reading. If for some reason, actually, you know what? I'm going to do one more. I'm just really feeling like we need a final card. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I'm not really sure as to why. I just felt called to do that, but it really does actually make a lot of sense, especially following the flowers card. The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing, caring, and compassionate person. I think you're also being asked to embody this kind of motherly, nurturing energy, this kind of archetype. You're very supportive of. You need to be very supportive of yourself within this journey, and being able to, just kind of go with the flow, and maintain that calm, intuitive, open sense will really help you in this particular journey, I feel. So, okay, that was the final message, I believe. And I would very much appreciate it if you took the time to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That would be the easiest way for you to support me in my new YouTube journey. So if you like this reading, just go ahead and do that for me if you would be so kind. Otherwise, I will see you in your next reading. Thank you so much, Pal One, for being here. I appreciate it. Hey there, Pile 2. If you chose the cute little amethyst, this will be your reading for the full moon in Aries starting on September 9th, 2023. Let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot. I didn't really take the opportunity in the intro to talk about, the full moon that's coming in Aries. So while I shuffle, I'll just kind of give you guys a brief blurb. The full moon in Aries energies is he's a warrior. It's a lot about action and overcoming obstacles, fighting for what you believe in. The full moon is so counteractive to that energy. It really slows everything down. It's a time to pause and reflect as to where we've come in this moon cycle. The full moon is actually really good at telling us or showing us what work we need to do within ourselves. But for the sun, with the sun in Libra, I really do think that it's very much about bringing balance and harmony into your life right now. Well, let's get some cards. What does Pile 2 need to hear in this full moon? Well, that card actually came out for Pile 1 as well. A lot of you. Oh, okay. Well, it wanted to give you an extra, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. Okay. So for your Bohemian Tarot card, we have the moon. Things appear in a different light. Don't dream and imagine. Research and be sure. We have the Knight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. These two cards came out in Pile 1 as well. You might also want to take a look at Pile 1 because there may be additional messages for in there for you too. And we also have the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. So for you, Pile 2, I really do see with especially the moon card here that there is going to be things that are not quite appearing as they seem. You are really going to have to shine some light on these particular scenarios in order to be absolutely sure of what is coming your way. I do see a lot of abundance coming in right now. You may have gone through a very difficult time in regards to a financial situation or some just kind of a run of bad negativity or bad karma, whatever you want to call it, just a period of struggle. And that really caused you to hang on to something or someone with really as tight as you possibly could. I'm not getting the sense that there's any sort of health or issues here. It's probably something related more to the material world with finances or possibly your work career type or even school aspiration. This is like home, personal belongings. It just the material realm. There is some stress or nostalgia here that I feel coming through, that you're really wanting things to go back to being the way they were. So this really does signify to me that you probably went through a significant period of change where you might have been thrown for a loop and you are just now trying to get back on track with how your life was going before this initial struggle. I do still think that there are some outlying energies here that you may not have really seen. The path before you is not particularly clear. The Wheel of Fortune here is one of those things that's just kind of reminds you it's like the wheel of karma. What goes around comes around, and it's really asking you to be optimistic and have faith that the universe is going to take care of you in the best way possible. For a lot of you, that's really, really hard to let go of control, especially with the Four of Pentacles here. This guy is really hanging on tight and to make sure that he's not going to lose what he has gained. With the Knight of Wands, or I'm sorry, nothing. Yes, the Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, I almost wanted to say the Page of Wands. Um, you may be somebody who is typically full of passion and enthusiasm, and you could be a very charismatic person. But you might have a tendency to rush into things, where with the Moon card here, I do believe you are asked to kind of temper that energy and really take a good look at paths that are probably not the most obvious to you. It may be something that you want to explore. But I do see, that your luck is beginning to turn with the Wheel of Fortune card and the Empress here. There is a lot of abundance coming in. And I do think that finally you are coming out of this period of, possibly, energy that you were really struggling with. You should probably just take a moment and have some time to reflect on this particular journey in order to really be grateful and show gratitude for all you continue to have, so that you can continue to build on the energy and manifest even more abundance in your life. So with that being said, let's take a look at a couple of your oracle cards here, and then we'll get some final closing messages from Spirit. We have Thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. And Ride the Wave. Absolutely. I'm going to take a second to read from the Ride the Wave card. I really do love this oracle deck. It always has such awesome ways of phrasing things that I haven't really quite learned to be as eloquent yet, especially on camera. So this one says, right now, success is easy and effortless, which is awesome because, with the Wheel of Fortune card and the abundance card here, I really do see that like I said, your luck is beginning to turn. Not that there's not challenges ahead, but it looks like your path is just going to get much easier. It says that you can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all your talents coupled with your hopes and dreams will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in this wave of spectacular activity. Know that you're definitely on the right path. That's wonderful confirmation. And then let's take a look at the Thorns card as well. These are usually this particular card. So now let's just get some final messages from your spirit guides as to what's going on in this full moon. Just going to give it one more little shuffle here. Final messages, Spirit, for pile 2. One more. Yep. I knew there was going to be one more. I actually love little confirmations like that. It is absolutely amazing. Okay, so we have the Judgment card. We have pile 2. I really do think that with the Queen of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Nine of Wands here, let's pay attention to the Nine of Wands first. This is an injured guy. He's clutching a wand. He's weary. He's worn. He's been through it. This is a sign that even in the face of adversity, you are someone who stands tall and strong. You got that Knight of Wands energy. You've probably felt really battered and bruised coming through these significant challenges, and just again, I think the Nine of Wands is real confirmation to ask you to trust that this is the universe is just kind of testing your mettle, so to speak, and know that every single time you overcome an obstacle, you are getting stronger. Some of them are going to be easier than others to overcome, but the Nine of Wands really wants you to keep pushing. You are so close to the finish line with this sign of abundance. With the Judgment card here, I do think there is some sort of rebirth, really requesting or calling on you to rise up and embrace that higher level of consciousness. You are experiencing this awakening and realizing that you are, destined for so much more. So these challenges really require a blend of your intuition and intellect. You're probably could be coming to a significant crossroads with the challenges ahead, but do know that you are on the absolute right path. And if you need additional clarity on that situation, a really good rule with the five of the Six of Cups here is that you take a look at your past life lessons to really guide you. And finally, with the lovely Queen of Pentacles here, she's the nurturing, practical, she's like that working parent that embodies the material world at home. She's really loving for others. She maintains really nice environment. She takes care of her family, also is a hard worker. She might work a full-time job or something. And again, this person is very masterful at taking care of the practical needs of, work, home, and family while giving love and support to others she cares about. I really do think with this, you are being asked to embody this kind of ultimate parenting archetype. You really need to care for yourself, your domestic responsibilities, because you're going to be creating this really amazing world of financial abundance. It's important for you. I feel that it's important for you to live independently, and with the rest of these cards coming out, I really do think that this was more of a financial struggle that you were coming through. Maybe you lost a job or had a period of time where you were unable to work or make ends meet, but at the same time, there is significant signs here that there is a path before you that is going to bring you in line with abundance. So keep walking that path and really embrace and ride the wave with wherever the universe is getting ready to take you. Just be mindful that just that everything is working out the way that the universe wants it to, and you are not going to be dragged into anything that is ever going to bring you down in a way that it's not for your highest good, if that makes total sense. I know that sometimes that's not super comforting for people, but that's kind of the way it works. So, well, pile two, that is your reading I have for you with your full moon energies in Aries starting September 29th. I will probably do a new moon reading later in October, and then we can take a look and maybe see if any of these things have come into fruition. If this reading resonated with you, I would very much love it if you considered commenting, and subscribing to my channel. That is the easiest way you can support me in my YouTube journey. And just know that I always appreciate you coming. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see you at your next. Hey there, pile three. If you chose the red jasper stone, this will be your full moon reading in Aries, or full moon in Aries reading, I guess I should probably say. The full moon will be taking place on September 29th, 2023 for most of us. And we're just going to take a look at some opportunities, energies, and what to expect in this new full moon cycle. So let's get rolling. I'm just going to kind of give you, while I shuffle, a little bit of a blurb about, the full moon coming in Aries, because I didn't really talk too much about it in the intro. But, with the full moon in Aries, Aries is a warrior. It's all about action and getting things done and fighting for what we believe in, overcoming obstacles. He's ruled by Mars, which is a lot of courage, motivation, and that sort of thing. But with the full moon, it's a slower energy. It slows everything down. And with the sun in Libra, I really do think that, that it's a nice balancing energy to it. But with the full moon, we really have that opportunity to kind of pause, reflect, and release a little bit so that we can welcome the new energies coming in. So let's take a look real quick. Spirit, what do you have to say to pile 3? That one didn't want to come in. Okay. Well, first off, let's take a look at your tarot here. We have the Death card with spiritual transformation, new beginnings, which also means there is something coming to an end. The Knight of Cups, the Emperor, put him over here, the Sun, so for you, pile 3, let's pay attention to this major arcana card of death real quick. A lot of people really fear and misunderstand this particular tarot card. A lot of people kind of worry when this thing pops up, but the Death card is actually one of the most positive cards that you can get in the deck. This is really about a end of a major phase or aspect in your life that you are cutting ties with. You realize that it's no longer serving you, and really opening up the possibility of something more valuable and essential to enter. It's that whole mentality of closing one door, another opens. You will be really ready to embrace new and exciting opportunities and possibilities. It does look like there's a little bit of difficulty letting go of the past, possibly. I'm not sure if this is probably the end to a particular relationship that you had a lack of control in. That's just kind of the sense that I'm getting, but I do see that there is kind of a wish that you have made in order to kind of come to, I guess I would probably say, smoother waters when it comes to emotional stability. The Knight of Cups here he's the classic romantic guy in this particular deck. He's really in touch with his intuition and emotions, and he shows a lot of compassion and understanding. It looks like that, you are moving forward to make this particular wish or dream that you have into reality. And you are kind of poised at that perfect moment to absolutely let something go. And I do feel for most of you that this might have been a recent love relationship that, and with the Sun card here, I really do think that you are being called to connect to your childlike power of that abundant radiating inner energy. It's, the Sun card is part of the solar plexus chakra. I can never say that word right. Oh my gosh. Quickly anyway, chakra. And it really is calling for you to express yourself and be fully present in the world around you. It's a high energy card. It reflects a time where you can be sure to experience an increase in vitality, positivity, and by letting this heaviness, this control aspect of this relationship go, it really does look like you are forging ahead into something that will be, better serving you and your needs in the long run. So let's take a look at your oracle cards here. And also, actually, you know what? Let's do a little bit more tarot and get some more information. Yeah, okay. Let's get a little bit more information as to what you were experiencing and going through. Okay. We got the sun and the world together. We have the Nine of Swords. Oh, yeah. The Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So, yeah, I think this was just kind of confirmation from the very beginning. There was something about this particular relationship that was not settling or keeping you, really making you happy. There was something inside you that was letting you know that this probably wasn't quite right. And you were not feeling either, I don't want to say respected, but there was somebody who was for some of you was experiencing a lot of an imbalance of control. So maybe this person in the relationship really wanted to, always have the say in what was happening or what was doing, and you were really feeling left out in the cold with, decision making or, things that you wanted in the relationship that this person pretty much could not give. With the Nine of Swords here, it looks like you are coming out of a period of introspection where, this was something that was causing a lot of anxiety and harm to you intellectually, where you felt really just stuck. And it was something that was constantly on your mind, keeping you up at night, really just causing a lot of tension and worry. And with the Ten of Swords here, I do feel that, this was a painful end of the cycle. Whoever you have recently said goodbye to and are moving on from, this wounded you pretty deeply. So, but the Ten of Swords here, even though it looks like kind of a brutal card, this is one of those cards where it signifies the end of a cycle. It has gotten as bad as it's going to get, and we are going to come into more positive, positive energy, especially with the world here. It does remind you that there are so many things out there that you have not yet experienced, and so many things for you to that are going to grow and shape you, kind of like, that whole saying where the world is your oyster. It's something that you can embrace now that you are out of this really restrictive, controlling energy that you had been in before. You seem to me like very much a free spirit that might have been really stifled by this particular energy that, was holding you back in this relationship. So let's take a look at your oracle cards here and get a sense of what else is happening. So for your fortune card oracle, we have the Chariot, charge ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. And then we have home with number 27. I'm just going to kind of pop that here so that we can take a look at the full picture. I am going to read the Chariot from the Oracle guidebook. It does oftentimes give you a little bit more insight as to, what's happening with the situation. So with this particular card, it says you will command respect and be more in control of the people you want to be involved with as friends, loves, or just those you socialize with. You are stronger and more able to establish and maintain personal boundaries, driving away any users, abusers, or controlling and domineering relationships out of your life. You will naturally command more respect and be in more control of your life and who you want in it and on a personal level. Now is a good time for singles to meet strong and successful, ambitious new lovers. So yeah, I really do think that, there's not much I can say about that other than that really gives significant confirmation as to what a lot of you seem to be going through with this former relationship that you seem to have experienced. You forget, I get the sense that, you forget this, but you are a force to be reckoned with. it's time for you to make these plans for the future and lay those firm foundations now, because you're on that path for a spiritual transformation as you overcome this particular difficulty and pursue what you actually want. So with that, let's take a look at the home card, number 27 as well. Okay. So here we go. So let's see. You are comfortable being in your own skin. You belong. Yes, absolutely. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features of one would want from home, in quotations, are indicated now. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It is time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people, or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you now. Whatever your inquiry, you are where you're meant to be and will reap great benefits by staying on this path, regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It is where the heart is. Yeah, just a really beautiful sentiment of, taking charge and being your authentic self, and pretty much saying too bad, so sad to anybody who disagrees with that. If you are too much for one person, then that is not your problem. Go find somebody who makes it worth it for you. So let's just get a couple more messages from Spirit. Okay. Just take a couple. Yeah, we got the Two of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. I really do think that these two cards speak some advice as to, making that, not being able, or I'm sorry, not knowing what the path is before you, but having that slow and steady pace and understanding that, this journey is going to take time. You are willing to put in the effort and really learn from the past. So with that, pile three, I'm going to leave it here for you. I really think that, all these messages that you received here were really, beneficial for a lot of you. And this energy that I felt with this particular pile just was so heavy. I feel like some of you have really gone through it in terms of, an emotional challenge with somebody, and just my heart goes out to you, and absolutely big hugs to those of you who, are forging ahead, and, big hugs to those of you who are still going through it. It's, it's oh, I hate saying it, but life is one of those journeys where it's peaks and valleys. It's never a straight line. So just, really, pile number three, really take care of yourself, honor your own authentic self and what you need, and don't compromise. Okay. So, again, I will leave that reading here with you. If this reading resonated with you, I would absolutely love it if you liked, comment, and possibly subscribe to this channel. That is the simplest and easiest way for you to help me on this YouTube journey I'm embarking on. So I appreciate you just for being here, and good luck to you. I will see you